I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight. It's gonna take you back. Honestly, I think that's starting to become my main song that everybody seems to expect. I love the group and everything, but because I got copyright infringement from the damn holding music, which is totally retarded in my opinion. Um, Basically, I'm gonna have to uh, keep the thing muted until um, I get a call in. But we're not gonna accept callers yet. I will tell you guys when we do. But just out of that, I wanted to also let you guys know about the what is it? I came up with pretty much a Weird Al kind of lyrics on the Bad Moon Rising. So, due to Mike putting you all asleep, I'm going to wake you all up with my caterwauling, basically. I am the bad moon arising. I am trouble in your way. I see lies and corruption, and I will reveal them all today. We must stand and fight to make America right. I'm the bad moon on the rise. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. But we got a couple of things today, not that many, but I do have a video that I did ask permission. He said, okay, go for it. And so I'm going to screen share it. And honestly, to me, this is what's wrong with PC crap. This is what's wrong with what do you call it? With people feeling that they got their feelings hurt and stuff. This is bullshit. Suck it up, grow a little bit of a backbone, and actually just deal with things. Now hold on, I'm going to do the screen share as soon as I can find it. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Oh, and by the way, you guys can see I got the backpack all on that table, all ready to show you guys what I got. All right, this will be the screen share, and there's a shitload of comments 2,582 comments on this, and it was just put in there 21 hours ago by a guy named John Burke. You probably all have heard this before or seen it or something, but here we go. Now is everything on there? Yep, you guys can see that somewhat. Let's present to everyone. This will take a bit. I'm going to turn up my volume so you guys can actually hear it. But here's the deal. That I mean, it's just, to me, it's retarded. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. You guys let me know if you can't. Right? Let me. God damn it! I don't have 3 computers like Mike and Eric and them. It's all me, man. It's all me. Pop out chat. Nope. Hold on. I got to make sure I can watch the chat too. This is it. I didn't get fully. Completely 102% ready. Only about 98% ready. So you're just going to have to deal with that for right now. Okay, screen share. Let's go back here, and this is what is said.
So apparently there was an article posted on U.S. Army What the Fuck Moments. Now normally people would say, oh, wait a minute, they joke around. But I looked into it, and apparently this article's true. Apparently 3rd Brigade, Rakkasans, the 101st, were ordered to remove their combat patches while training down in Fort Knox for the reasons of they had an influx of new privates come in, and the unit just returned from Afghanistan. They got their combat patches, meaning they experienced combat to get those. And these new privates got their feelings hurt because they didn't have them. So some fucking jackass in the upper echelons, I would imagine, ordered their men to remove their combat patches just to keep privates from getting their feelings hurt. This solidifies my reasoning for having gotten out of the Army, because the day that the Rakkasans, the hard-dick sons of bitches of the 101st Airborne, are told to remove their combat patches, political correctness has poisoned the upper echelons to that level, even down at brigade. That blows my fucking mind. You succumb. This is the leadership. This ain't the Joes. This ain't the men of the Rakkasans. I know you never make that call. You succumbed to the bitching and moaning of fucking privates. And for those of you that don't know, do you know where a private ranks on the totem pole in the grand scheme of things in the military? Just below dog shit. You do your time. You do your service. You shut the fuck up. You keep your ears and your eyes open, and you learn, especially in the infantry. What the fuck are you idiots thinking up there that you would sit there and you would tell them to take off their fucking combat patches? That's old Abe. Those men bled for that guy. They joined the Army. They enlisted to come to Campbell just to wear that, to be proud of it. That was the one patch I always wore. I have almost 4 combat patches. That's the only one I wear, because I take so much pride in that unit, what we went through in Cornwall and in the Peshawar Valley in Afghanistan. I want to be in the Esprit de Corps of the 101st Screaming Eagles. And you tell them to take the fucking combat patch off? That's a pussy-ass move, and you know it. You're succumbing to political correctness because you probably got bitching and moaning from privates, and it puts some pressure on you. God forbid you got some complaints, and you succumb to it. Rather than tell them to nut the fuck up, man the fuck up, and do your time, and maybe one day you'll have the honor of deploying and fighting. It gives you something to work towards, to strive to be like. Last I checked, the reason I joined up is I wanted to fight. It's honorable to enlist and defend your country, regardless if you agree with this war or not, because if the government says someone's going to go, someone's going to fucking go. So those brave men and women stand up and say, I'll go. Here am I. Send me, Lord. And that's why I have that quote tattooed on me. But you sit there and you tell them to remove that patch. Astounding. It's probably some fucking officer in the upper echelons, God forbid, doesn't know what the smell of gunpowder is like. Last time he handled a rifle was probably in fucking JROTC or ROTC in his college. Frat partying, then he comes down, thinks he's going to take charge of a platoon, wants to win Afghanistan in a week, does a year maybe as a line dog, then goes up to battalion staff with his thumb up his ass and thinks he knows everything about combat. That's fucking disgraceful, and how dare you? How fucking dare you? Rakkasan boys, keep your heads up. You know what you did. Respect the hell out of you guys, even though I'm Bastogne to the day that I die. 1327, above the rest, cold steel. That's where my loyalty is, because you motherfuckers, every time y'all do like a 20-mile foot march, guess what everybody else was doing? Bastogne was doing 25. Because we have to compete with the Rakkasans. And Strike, well, Strike's just there. What do you know about Strike? And Currahee, God bless you guys, you tried, but you got shut down. Love all y'all. But seriously, keep your heads up. I disagree with that. I think it's a fucking coward's move. Love all you boys from the 101st. You have my utmost respect. God bless. But whoever made that call, dude, you're a bitch.
All right, guys. This is part of the reason why I am such an asshole, is because I've got military training also. I've seen action. I've seen fellow soldiers die. I've went through some really hard training, and yeah, I know I'm pudgy. Oh no, I'm just a fat ass. It's that simple now. Because I'm letting myself go. Not going to happen. Not in the future after shit hits the fan, but seriously. Whoever sits there and says, hey, we need to be more politically correct. We need to make people feel like they want to like they're contributing. You know what? Don't let that change you. Don't let it go to the point where you are too fucking nice to these little pussy ass little bitches. All right? You got people from Black Lives Matter. You know what? All lives matter. You got the people from the Muslim Nation Association or whatever that fucking thing is that are saying, oh, we don't like that you guys are wanting to do a moment of silence for the victims of 9/11. Fuck you. Seriously, if it hurts your feelings, grow a backbone, get a thicker skin, and deal with it. Stop complaining like little babies. Go back and suck your mother's tit or whatever if you're going to be complaining like that, because honestly, you're not grown up yet. Now, getting to details, getting to things that actually do matter, this right here. We're not sitting here complaining, oh, we want our free spaces. We want this, we want that. No, we're saying go back to the fucking constitutional government. Go back to the way it was whenever we were actually free and we didn't have 5 million different fucking laws on the books that are pretty much making this obsolete. Hell, it's not even obsolete anymore. They're just fucking ignoring it. Seriously, guys. Fuck the police, the politically correct. Fuck the bullshit. I mean, the more we get politically correct, the more we're afraid to say what's on our mind. That's why I'm doing this show. And I warn people, I'm an asshole right from the beginning because I was in the situations like this guy was. Not exactly like that. But I dealt with combat. And I know that in the end, blood is blood. In the military, they got a saying, you are not white, you are not black, you are not yellow, you are green. Army green. That means everybody is equal. There is no racism in the Army. There's no racism in the military. And honestly, those are because you got to trust the person on your back, the person that's going to cover you, the person that your life depends on, and their life depends on your actions. And how can you do that whenever you're being politically correct? So I say, suck it up and deal with it. Get a backbone, get a thicker skin, and get a fucking brain for once. That's me. Now, those are the things I've seen, and I don't have a lot of news to get for you guys because, honestly, you can see how big that thing is. Here, I'll even get a tape measure out. I think I already have one. Shit, I don't know. Okay, better yet. Nope, not better yet. My wife hid the yardstick, and everybody knows what a yardstick is. So I'm going to go into a hiding the camera so I get it set up just right. And then I'm going to grab the camera and set it up so you guys can watch me pulling out things from my backpack. I have not altered the backpack. I have not taken anything out. It's all right in there and everything. Thing is, most of the stuff in this backpack, I really don't need. I just like it. In the future, I'll probably get rid of quite a bit of items. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Now I'll try to show you guys every little part here, but not always am I going to be able to get exact. So I'll go over everything again. Here we go. Back to the camera. There is the backpack. Here it is. I am, well, actually, here, I'll just even put it on real quick. This is an old style A-frame Alice backpack. It is one of the larger ones. I got it off of eBay for a reasonable price. It's got, As you can see, it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it. It's got a belt clip, which I need to adjust because my fat ass has grown a bit. But it's got a belt clip. It's got padding. It's actually pretty good. So I'm going to set it down and we're going to start going through it so you guys can see what I have, and I'll explain every little thing the best I can. And then we'll start taking callers and you guys can ask questions. All right, you can see mostly. Okay. First things first, I always get the extra strap. Yeah. I put the extra strap in the loops so that we don't have a whole bunch of hanging. Takes a little bit to get out, but once you do, quick and easy in my opinion, but of course I was in the military and they taught me how to handle it. Same thing with this side. And this is not planned or anything, guys. And my wife is gonna kill me because it's digging into her little card table, but you know what? She'll have no problems with it in the end. All right. Now, one of the first things after the backpack is out, you guys already, I showed this on a different video. It's the canteen thing I got set up. I got it on the outside, the lid, canteen, and all the other stuff that is in there. What I didn't show you guys, this is the canteen stuff I got from the Wilderness Outfitters or Pathfinder School. This right here is a very useful tool. It you unhook it like that. God damn it! I need to get used to the camera bit. Like this, and you can use it to hook into your canteen or your little cooking thing, so that you can just lift it up straight out of the fire and you don't have to touch the hot stuff. I've got a spork, well, a spoon and a fork. Get closer so you all can see this. See that? Spoon and a fork together. They actually sent me some extra stuff, and I've put some extra stuff in here. Yeah, it's Wilderness Outfitters, but these are little cakes. These little things right here. Yep, there we go. These little things right here are wax and kerosene and cotton. They're really great to start fires with quickly. I got a little thing of them on that. I added this nice little thing right here, and anybody who's been in the military knows what this is. It's an old-fashioned can opener. And then, of course, I've got this, and I ordered this specifically. This is a striker. Yeah. I'm not used to the striker yet, but here we go. See that? Strikes. It's got good good stuff. I'm going to put this back so I don't put it everywhere. When you got your canteen and you got some fire stuff, it's good. Now, every single thing that's here is stuff that you can do without. If you need to, you can get it in nature. These are just time-saving items. Or stuff that my wife and I came up with. We've got a dehydrator, and we did some extra stuff. This, toilet paper. Believe me, You don't want to go the corn and cob thing just yet. Put that back in. Because I organize this in a way that I'd be able to grab things quickly and easy. This one. This is jerky that I dehydrated myself. More jerky. More jerky. Jerky, it's really good to have jerky because you need protein. You need quite a bit of protein. The camera's probably not seeing things properly, so got to readjust. There we go. There's a little packets of jerky, just little itty bitty packets of jerky. I made them myself, everything like that. And these are vacuum sealed, which we've also got that for right now. Now with the jerky, you soak them, get them into a more of a softer type of a form. Get some lard, and you can make pemmican. Pemmican is a very, very good food. You can put vegetables and stuff in it if you're all like that, if you like that stuff. More jerky, guys. Crap load more jerky. I'm a meat eater, so I love my jerky. And hopefully we're not boring the crap out of people. Nope, still 16 views. Now, I'm just going through the outside right now, guys, just to show you the outside. And so I'm going to lift this up. I tried to weigh this to see how much it weighed, but trust me, the scales broke. Not because of the weight. I don't have the battery for it right now. Here is a little Cabela's multi-tool. Really useful in my opinion. I'm keeping it wrapped up. Although I got this for my for Christmas from my brother-in-law, or from my brother-in-law, and I carry it around constantly with me now. Now, I know everybody jokes and says you can fix anything with duct tape. You know what? I actually do like duct tape. I've got a pair of pliers. I've got a nice little, what do you call it? Are you guys having trouble hearing me, or can you hear me just fine? Basically, it's a little ratcheting screwdriver. It's got a whole bunch of tips in the handle. It's a piece of shit, but it's useful at times. And I got a couple of knives. That's just in this pocket right here, in that pocket. Actually, let's lift this up a bit. Sorry, guys, this will probably be kind of interesting and kind of boring at the same time. A lot of you probably already got your ideas, what you need, what you don't need. But I'm doing what I got, what I'm thinking of, every little possibility. And I can work with this thing. I can keep going with this. Snap. Okay, this side. The other one, I have something that a lot of people don't know how to use. Those in the Army do know how to use it. This thing right here. Those in the military learned how to use it. It's a compass. Old-fashioned compass with a line of sight, everything that you need. I bought two of them. One of them accidentally went to a young teenage girl that my wife and I basically adopted just unofficially because she was so adorable and fun to be around, and she loved us. So we adopted her. Now I've got another flint striker right here. But with the chain, it's not really that good to use. But there's another flint striker, and this right here on the outside is magnesium. This is magnesium. There's the flint striker the flint right there, and this is magnesium. Magnesium burns hotter than hell. This I got because I thought it was a really cool idea, and I've used it for my cat because she likes it. But this is an automatic fishing line. You hook up a hook here, hook this part up to a tree, set the it's on a shit, what do you call it? It's on a spring. That's all, folks. Right there. You guys can see it. I just tap it because a fish would grab it. And bam, pulls the fish up. Or reasonably up. This is a braided let's get this unwound. Yeah, my cat's going to be jumping into the picture sooner or later. She's very interested. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, can't really get a very good picture of it. It's a wire that's kind of braided and sharpened in a way. It's a wire saw, basically. You wrap it around a limb and go back and forth, and it'll cut straight through the wood. Now, these are all extra items that I've put together that would be useful. Now, these are just the items on the outside that I can grab quickly. And I think that pretty much matches what I need to show on the outside. Yep. No more pockets. So, I'm going to put these away. Then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. In fact, I'll turn the bag around so you can see me pulling out bit by bit. This is going to get a whole bunch of stuff here. One of the things I ordered and I dealt with is a pretty good sized tarp. In fact, I'm going to take this down for a short bit. And I'm going to put the tarp, oh yeah, I got a piece of metal pipe that I added to it. Watch out, Char. Char, my cat. Here is the tarp, halfway pulled out, so I don't scratch up the card table anymore. I want to live, guys, so I've got to be considerate of what my wife would want, or what she would be mad at, or whatever. You females know what I'm talking about. I joke with her on we're going to throw out her best china, but yeah, that doesn't really happen. All right, we're going to go inside here. Paracord. Paracord's a really good thing to use. All right, quick question. Any questions you guys have right now? Because I'm going to be going through that and then putting everything out. And we don't need Ash to look naked. So, there. I know I need lights, guys, but I don't have much light anywhere in here. This is sucky, basically. Actually, there is a possibility. Hold on. Now that's a black light. I need to put it in regular light. Black lights are extremely fun and useful, guys. Especially if you're trying to find blood or stains that shouldn't be there. But you guys want some light? Let's see about getting you guys some light. Of course, I'll probably be blinded by it, but hey. What my people want, my people get, right? All right. Is that better, guys? Quite a bit better? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I didn't have it 102% ready, only about 98% ready. All right. Now, in the Alice pack, there's a back part here that I'll get to in a moment. But there's the paracord. Well, back up a bit. Yeah, there's the paracord. And here is something that I like. I do not own any firearms, but that is a crap load of 22 bullets. And when shit hits the fan, people will actually leave firearms back. They'll throw firearms away because they don't have the ammo. And seriously, this is probably about 200 or 300 rounds. And you can have a pocket full of these things and be able to shoot all fucking day if you want. Nice and easy. That's why I like 22s best, because the ammo's small and it still does good damage. I have socks and socks all wrapped up in a plastic bag, because that's if it downpours and this can't keep it dry, at least I'll have some good socks. And trust me, socks are very important, guys. And then we get into the nitty-gritty stuff. This is my my little thing of, you got the little dust masks there. You got some kitty litter. You've got rubber gloves. You got little snippers. You got tweezers. You got a scalpel. Clippers, nail clippers. Another snipper. Another tweezers. And this comes out every once in a while, so I have to keep on putting it in and making sure it stays. But that's a scalpel. I'll get it close up so you guys can actually see the scalpel. Believe me, I have EMT training, so I can use this if needed. Let's see, what else? Another pair of gloves. And then I have alcohol pads for prepping. Those are the things I've got there. Put all that back. The thing is, most of this stuff you don't need. It's just nice to have extra. If you've got a nice sharp knife, or you've got a knife that you can sharpen some more, then you can use it. And this, I put it in this type of bag, pink and everything, because it was something useful. Then later on I realized you don't want it red if the ground's going to be covered in blood because you just did a surgery, or you just amputated a leg or something. How are you going to find something that looks the same color as all the other blood? So get it a different color, orange or something, but keep it hidden. Here is the other medical supplies. It's got gauzes, Band-Aids, medical tape. It's got a shitload of stuff. I'm not going to go through all of that right now. Yeah, I've been keeping these in here for a bug out bag thing, but I got this for Christmas about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I like it so much. You can't see that, so. There it says Zombie Apocalypse. Zombie Apocalypse knife. It's a Bud K, very nice, usable, and it's got this nice. This is one thing a lot of people don't think of is the wrist. Having the wrist thing, you're dealing with stuff, you're attacking whatever, or you're just cutting the wood, and then all of a sudden, oop, slip. It's right there. You can still have it. So you just pull it back up, and it's right back in your hand. I've got them on my swords too. Wow. 17 viewers. Everybody wants to know what I got in my bag. This is like revealing a woman's purse, guys. This is a man purse, okay? That's what it is. I'll have to repack everything, but this is another thing I have, which I really... Sorry, my cat's up there. That's why you're getting the shaking bit. She enjoys getting up on the clothes dryer. Ready for a shake? Big shake? There we go. We're not having an earthquake. Now this, you see how it was all wrapped up. Yep. Man, that camera, I'm still got to get used to where the camera is. All wrapped up. When I open it up, right there, these things are sharp as fucking hell. And I've got 12 of them. I can just grab them and I practice with them whenever I get a chance to. I just haven't had a chance to for a while. I want to look for a, there it is. Let's get the measuring tape and I'll measure how long they are. These are small ones, itty bitty, but they're still deadly, guys. Doesn't matter how big or small. You know how to use them? Flip it over. From hilt, from pommel all the way to tip, 6 inches. That's just 6 inches, guys. That's all it is. Now, I am prepping and I am good at it, in my opinion. But if there's something I'm missing after I do the full reveal, you guys let me know. I don't have water filtration because I've learned how to use nature to filtrate my water. There's that. Let's see. Keep going in. And cotton balls. Cotton balls. Really good to have, guys. Here's something else that is extremely good to have. Natural, 100% natural peanut butter. While I was hiking across the western states and enjoying myself, I found peanut butter was one of the best things to use. Because it's a quick boost of protein and it'll stick with you for a while. Now, I have this book, Back to Basics. If you guys can get a hold of one, it teaches you about farming, smithing, building homes, what type of woods do best for whatever you want, stuff like that. The other book, it's just a complete black book, but it is called get it close. Oop, there it is. Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. This guy teaches you how to use a sword properly. He's got 5 rings. Each ring is a different style of sword. You combine them all, and he basically never lost a sword match back in the Japanese feudal times. Never. Here is another piece of stuff that I like. Look at that, guys. Nice and simple. From tip all the way down to the back end, or to the pommel. That is only 10.5 inches long. But this thing is useful. Very good. You can attach it to your belt once you get on the road. And it goes good. It looks like, yep. something spilled in there. I need to go through it and see what's spilled or what's being rubbed off. Yep. Here is just a little spice thing that my wife and I put together. It's got onion powder, garlic powder, some salt in it, not much, and then you got lemon pepper in it. It's extremely useful to keep food healthy, well, make it tasty, and also help you with, like I said, garlic is extremely good to have, guys. My wife wanted me to get tenderizer, so I got some meat tenderizer. But you know what? I really don't need this. Keep on reaching back. Badger lip balm. Extremely useful. And trust me, your lips will get cracked and dry as you go along. It's crazy. Needles. Sewing needles. So you can hand sew and fix things up. Trying to get all the big pieces out before I pull out my clothes. Here we go. Deodorant. Because seriously, if you're in a survival situation, you'll want to stay smelling fresh, right? Also, a lot of sweat will cause you to have some issues. I have a basic handkerchief, but of course, I like my style of handkerchiefs. More 22 bullets. Honestly, it's very useful to have because 22s are everywhere. Some more paracord, black this time. You want to do different colors if you can. I have triple antibiotic ointment. That needs to go into my my med area. Wow, 19 views. People are interested in this shit. Why the hell are you guys interested in this? Trust me, I can pack this thing as far as I need to. Oh, looks like most of the big items are gone. So let's get the clothing out. And I got it in a plastic bag so that it stays reasonably dry. This, I don't wear these beanies worth shit. But when it's a survival situation, you kind of want to keep your head covered. I have a shirt. And here's one of the things I learned in the Army, and it's really good. When you do your clothing, wrap it like this and roll very tightly so that it's bound like that. And it saves a crap load of space, guys. More socks. I got a pair of blue jeans. Because when you run out there, you're not going to think, okay, I'm going to need extra pairs or whatever. I've got a long sleeve cotton shirt. My wife wanted me to bring along these, which are little washcloths. But you can deal without them if you absolutely need to. I brought this along for my own self. This is basically a face thing. People are saying I can see out of it, and it cuts down the light glare and everything. So if my glasses break or I don't have sunglasses, I can still see in the daylight with this. Plus, it keeps my features quiet, and it actually is warm in the winter. This is something I made for myself, which I put them in here. In these little pockets here, are for my throwing knives. Those little 6-inch ones, I can just pull out. I've got a throwing knife right there. I made them myself. They work pretty well in my opinion. Nope, back to my glasses. I got it at a Halloween time whenever I was able to get that mask. Yeah, I like my masks. Now here's something that females will think of, but males won't. Not usually. Underwear. I wear boxer briefs. Always keep about 2, if you can, keep about 2 pairs, because the pair you're wearing, trust me, you're going to shit or piss it or something, or it's just going to get nasty and you can clean it later. I've got another shirt, more socks. I've got a little small towel, and honestly, I say yes to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. A towel is actually very useful for a lot of things. I've got another muscle shirt like I was wearing yesterday, wife beater, whatever you want to call it. Another pair of socks. Another pair of socks. And then I got something that my mother-in-law made me. This is actually made out of really solid old silk. I mean, it's the work kind of silk. And honestly, around here, cowboys will, there's still cowboys here, guys. The people that go out on horses, deal with the cows and stuff. They put these on so that they can actually pull up and stay warm. It's that simple, guys. That is all the clothing, and I'll have to go through this and put everything away again in a much nicer way than I'm doing right now. Sorry about this. We got too much shit. Okay. And pants. Now this tarp, I found out a way to use this tarp to carry water also, guys. About 5-6 gallons of water. That's on the Pathfinder show. So anything in here that I missed? Nope. So now, let's move all this over to the side. I'll repack it later. Honestly, I like my blades, guys. So if you're seeing a crap load of blades, there's a reason. I like blades. Here we go. This is where... Come on. There we go. This is what I'm considering my food container. One thing fell out, but gravity allows you to go a different way. This is a Gatorade lemon lime. You can add this to your water and it'll give you electrolytes. A lot of people don't like it. This is yeast. 2 tablespoons of yeast. Lipton. These are actually dehydrated potatoes that my wife and I put together. Each one of these small little packets are enough on the food-wise for a meal. This is hardtack. My wife and I made the hardtack ourselves, and it's actually not too bad. More Gatorade, hardtack. Actually, I do like Lady Grey. It's really good. Lipton, potatoes. Oatmeal, guys. Soak it, cook it, and it's got it'll stick with you for a long time. We've got little rice packets. This is white rice that we use. These are all vacuum sealed. Hardtack. Let's see. My wife found a thing called Bannock or whatever it's called. So we put it together. It's basically you add water You cook it, and it's basically like a nice, a little, like a bread that you can use that's fresh right there. Uh, yeah, I'm just going to bring this all out so you guys can see how much this thing's actually holding. We have got probably about, and now the feds know how much I've got here, but we have got probably about a month, and my wife's got the equal amount of food in her bag too. Oh yeah, you might not, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but there's that little piece right there. That's actually a chicken bouillon cube, so we can flavor the rice. I'm looking at quick and easy while we're on the road kind of thing. Once I set up camp someplace, then I can alter it and put these aside. Now, here's something that my wife has a majority of that I just grabbed a bit. Yep, that's empty in there. Non-genetically modified seeds, also known as what is that called? Home heirloom seeds. There we go. Heirloom seeds. You need to have heirloom seeds because we got tomatoes. Here, I'll open this up and read off what we got here. When you set up shop, you're going to want to grow your garden as quick as possible. So, make sure none of the seeds got out. Sunflower seeds are actually useful. You can even grind them up into a kind of flour substance or a paste. Sasquatch. No, not Bigfoot. Not sure what these are, but we're going to grow them and see what comes out. Here's more Sasquatch seeds that were just taken from them. Now, my wife, she likes her little bit of flowers. There's cucumbers, cantaloupe, broccoli. I hate broccoli, but hey. Squash, tomatoes. These are all things that are quick and easy that you can start growing as soon as you set up a place that you're going to be there for a few months or right at growing season, and you can stay there and watch them grow and get a nice little garden going. This is the kind of things I think of ahead of time. And honestly, guys, that is it on the amounts of stuff I've got. So, I'm going to put all that away later. But right now, one of the reasons why I don't do the lots of light and stuff is I'm extremely light sensitive. But, all right, guys. Well, got to adjust that now. Shit, come on. No, you guys don't want to see my dome and just my dome. All right, there we go, guys. So, any questions? The phone number's there, and let's see if anybody's on. Nobody's in. So go ahead and call in, and we'll see about getting a conversation going. Or if you want to talk off of the chat room, we can do that too. Thank you, Beastoff. Beastoff, black sheep of the family. Well, honestly, Big B, you found a whole bunch of other black sheep because we believe in the Constitution. We believe in being prepared. And I mean, shit, I had a full 19 viewers. Yes, I can do a lot less. Basically, the only things I think you need is something to carry water in, something you can make tools out of. So having a knife on your side or something is useful. And you need to have, you really need what's in here. more than anything else. So go ahead. Call in. And tomorrow, if my wife allows me, I'll go through her bag. Of course, I'm going to have to get rid of the, I'm going to have to kind of the panties and stuff. You guys don't need to see that, do you? And thank you, Ash. Thank you, everybody who says my bag is well done. I honestly trying to be prepared. BRT, thank you. I would do my damnedest to make sure I was on a survival squad with you patriots. I don't want to be on a survival squad with some fucking pansy ass bitches that are saying we don't want you to have your combat patch because that makes us feel like we're worthless. Guess what? You're a private. You are worthless. You're lower than dog shit, as the guy said. And like I said yesterday, guys, it's the when shit hits the fan, if you guys can somehow manage to find me here in the high desert up here, I will have already started a community and started getting people to survive. And as you can see, that's just stuff that I'm like quick, easy, and I can carry. But I know that's not, I don't need those things. I could actually drop that bag and keep moving and still survive. So, yeah. Actually, yeah, cloth diapers would be useful, or I can just use one of my shirts and clean it off when needed. And there is one thing I wanted to get across to you guys, and the FBI will probably use it if they find it and everything like that. I was trained a killer, okay? I was actually trained to get in combat and fight. And I'm actually really good at it. I have every day, whenever I deal with people and I'm a little bit on edge, I fight with myself not to reach out and snap somebody's neck or something like that because of my training. And I actually do have the what is called bloodlust, not the, oh, I'm so angry I could kill somebody. It is an actual, I feel better when I'm playing video games and killing things like crazy. I actually calm down. Now, for somebody like that, somebody who would actually, me personally, I would like to see a war happen. When I'm sitting here telling you guys, go for peace. Let's do it peacefully first. And then, if we cannot do it peacefully, then we will go to the other way. Think about it. Somebody who was trained for war is asking you to go to peace. What does that say? All right, questions in the chat room or questions in a video in the conference call. I'm not going to unmute it until you guys are actually in here because I ain't getting a copyright infringement on that anymore. Now, one of the things also is think about your mentality, guys. What is in your brain? Are you actually going to do everything you need to survive? And it's not just you survive alone. Think of it as a group survival. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That is true, but you need everybody that can be useful. You get these whiny bitches out there. Oh, my Game Boy or my iPad is all drained out. I can't do anything. Guess what? Fuck off. You go ahead and go to that nice little power plant over there and see if you can get enough energy off of it before it goes nuclear. Because you're not willing to contribute to the group. Everybody needs to contribute to the group. Nobody can actually slack off. Everybody has to work their asses off. And even now, in today's society, we need that too, with the videos. with these videos right here, being able to tell people how to get stuff going, what to do, uh, letting you know the news right there. What we'll use if infection in a wound. Honestly, get plenty of garlic in them, very well hydrated. And if you can find it, or if you've got it with you, use salt in the wound. It'll hurt like hell. And then scrub the wound out with good water. And your body will fight it off as best you can. Keep them hydrated, keep them some nutrition in them. That'll do. Or they'll die. I mean, seriously, a lot of people that survive the first like 3 months, for the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to have to worry about a little slip up, a cut or something that will cause them to die because it gets infected or they bleed out or something. Yes, urine is a very good cleaning thing. Now I got to go see what my cat's up to. All right. So those are the things, and it doesn't look like urine can be loaded with bacteria. But if you're cleaning out a wound of your own, just piss on your own. Piss into your hand and rub it in there. It'll work because it's got a lot of acids in there that'll actually most bacteria can't survive. Yeah. I actually do piss on my own feet too, just to get rid of athlete's foot. It changes the pH balance in your skin, and the athlete's foot can't survive that change as easy. It's quick and easy. Sorry, I'm going off of the chat here. I'm not going off of actual real time there, guys. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to get items that I can trade and barter. That's a good idea if you got something that you can carry it. Becky, Equine Rescuer Dean, there actually says they've got horses and they're using horses. There you go. You can bring items with that. But if your horse flounders or gets crippled in some way, you might have to leave those items alone. All right, so how do you plan on handling diabetes? Honestly, diabetes is one of the worst things you can do in a survival situation. Here's what I'm using for my diabetes, and I'm working on that bit by bit, getting it back under control. Now this was on sale, so I don't go for organics usually, but coconut oil. This shit works like crazy. Now, most people will be like, well, why are you diabetic? Why are you having issues with that? Well, sorry to say, when I was 11 years old, I had a bicycle accident, and here, I'll even stand up and show you. Although once my spleen was taken out, the scar got changed, man. You can't see the scar very well, but right here, yes, this is my neck. This is right below my rib cage, right there with that little fish hook part right there. Bicycle handlebar stuck me up here, pulled out my upper and lower intestines through that hole. With that, a lot of my internal organs got damaged. 40% of my pancreas, the thing that actually does do insulin, was taken out. About 3 to 5% of my intestines, my large and small intestines, were actually cut and sewn together to get out the really nitty-gritty parts of it. But that caused my gallbladder to start acting up and my spleen. I don't have a spleen or a gallbladder anymore, guys. I'm still alive though. I've got less and less organs, and I'm finding out what is really needed and what is just a backup kind of helping things. Follow the finger coconut oil. We get them on sale, and honestly, they survive. I mean, this one, Best by uh, 8 April 2017. I'm using it, but yeah. So if we're not going to get a call in, and I don't know if people actually did call in and I just missed them, I guess we might actually have to cut this slightly shorter. Let's see how much. Well, it's been an hour show. That's not too bad. Yes, cinnamon helps lower blood sugar. And if you've got athlete's foot, guess what? You can use cinnamon and rub it in between your toes. The cinnamon is an antifungal, and athlete's foot is a fungus. Cinnamon might sting at first, but it'll actually get rid of that athlete's foot pretty well. You can also put cinnamon in your socks or in your shoes, and it'll actually kill off the fungus that is in there. Therefore, your shoes and your socks don't have to worry about athlete's foot anymore. Okay, here's one of the things. If you ever have, what do you call it? If you have hay fever allergies or something like that, guess what? Honey from your area already has the antihistamines you need to combat that. 1 tablespoon of honey every day will cut down your allergies like crazy. Seriously, it will. It's awesome. And if if you're allergic to pet dander or something like that, honey will help that too. Honey's full of antihistamines for a lot of things. Uh-oh. Is she around? I didn't see her. Uh-oh. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of great things to do. And you got to see my big pile of crap. But you know what? Oh, I'm using this at home in my bed, but I have a 100% wool blanket that I'm using in my bed right now. When shit hits the fan, I'm going to grab that blanket because wool will keep you warm even if it is soaking wet. Think on that, guys. She's not behind me. What the hell are you talking about? She went behind the flags because that's where she likes to sun herself. So, any questions, guys? Any of the items you don't know? I think I explained them as best I could. No, I'm not having any spare Ziploc bags in my backpack or any of that. Because I'm actually probably going to be condensing this down to even a smaller amount in the future. But of course, honestly, all this food here that I showed you, that'll go pretty quickly while you're out there uh, surviving off of the land. This will actually go very quickly. You'd be surprised how quickly it'll go. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to be lowering down the weight of stuff But if I need to, I can leave this behind. It'll be tougher, but I can leave this behind and go out and survive off the land if I wanted to. Yes, I do think I've got too much, and that thing's pretty damn heavy. But once you get it on your back, it's not too bad. Your legs will start getting a lot stronger. You'll be burning a lot of calories, and your muscles will actually increase, and it'll help you while you're in the survival situation, because you'll be stronger and things won't tire you out as much. Stealth is very important too. I will agree with that 100%. My arsenal. Okay, here's where part of my arsenal is. And I don't know if I've shown you guys this. I probably have, because I'm damn proud of it. This is, I made this out of, as you can see, PVC pipe. This is my blades. There we go, blades. Now the thing is, I made this out of PVC pipe and nylon cord, I guess you could call it. But now, well, I can't step back any further. But now, I can actually pull out my blades from bottom and top to have my fighting style right off the bat. And it's pretty easy to put on and take off. And I've got them. I even showed these to the FBI agents that were in here. It was funny. They kind of like, whoa, what the hell? But they actually liked that I made it out of PVC pipe and a heat gun. That's all I used. Make stuff yourself if you can. Learn how to think outside the box. Let's see. There we go. Oh no, no, I won't cut my backpack straps accidentally. I've gotten used to those very well. Yeah. Around here, it's a lot of heavily armed farmers around here too, and ranchers. So honestly, this is like the last place they want to come after right now. All right, guys, so no call. But I really do appreciate that you guys watch me. I really appreciate that you guys are wanting to know the truth, and I appreciate you coming and watching me. Yeah, I kind of wanted to call her too. Cubby, Mary, Jim, BRT, somebody call in. The number's right there. BB, call in yourself if you want. I will go over weight distribution later. Well, actually, I can do it kind of now. When you have your backpack, you're going to want, if you have one that actually is resting on your hips, you're going to want some of the heavier weight up top and the lighter weight down. Because if you got the heavier weight up top, it'll actually kind of balance everything all the way down. That's what I've always been taught. So I don't know if that's what everybody else has been taught. Some people say the opposite. I say up closer to the shoulders because you can kind of lean forward and the weight's going to stay there instead of you having to lean really far forward to get the weight to kind of loosen up around your waist. If you need to, put your sleeping bag on top on the outside of your backpack. And make sure that you can get a hold of your water. Like mine is attached right over, so I can just reach out, unzip, and grab it quickly. Or my wife can grab it for me quickly. Exactly, Mary, right there. You don't need a cookbook to teach you. If you already know how to cook, even basically, you can cook. And always try to keep the weight balanced. You don't want weight on the one side being more, then you're going to actually find yourself leaning and you're going to wrench your back out. Try to keep it. Okay, I'll send you a hangout for it, Big B. Actually, I'll just invite you. I already have you on my friends thing, so. There we are. I'm going to invite you in right now. Are you on Hangouts, Big B? But like I was saying, keep it balanced so you have the same weight right with each other on the left and the right side. Otherwise, you will wrench your back and you'll be useless. I'll even just throw this out for the fuck of it. Copy. Paste. There we go. We can even have Damien jump in here if he wants to. On your phone. It doesn't matter. Now, I did ask the one guy, before I even shared his, John Burke, the guy that talked about the combat patches having to be removed thing. I asked him before I put anything in. Yes, there is so much learning. I ran you through all this. You guys, if you're unclear about something that you want me to talk about in my next show, or you want me to clarify in the future, just put it under the comment section in my videos, and we will definitely get that going. And look at that, we got Big B here. How you doing, hon? Well, I don't hear her. Big B, can you talk? All right, we have a silent visitor now, I guess. And I'm going to get a little bit louder. Uh-oh. I think Big B's having some technical difficulties. Here, I'll mute her and unmute her. Let's see. Oh, it shows she's not really there right now. Okay. Oh, she's muted. Let's unmute her now. Haha. Come on. Unmute that. Ah, come on. Damn it. I keep muting you. Sorry, Big B. Try to unmute you. There we go. Can you say something? Can't hear. Let's see. Nope. That might have got me a copyright infringement. No. Well, technical difficulties, and I can't hear Big B at all. I wonder why not. I got her volume all the way up. Yes, John Lennon, a machete is very useful. Seriously, guys, when shit hits the fan, that food's going to go very fast. Water's going to be very scarce. So a lot of the weight that's in there is going to disappear quickly. Welcome back, Jay Grady. And Big B is. Can anybody else hear Big B talking? Okay, I need to look and see what I got. All right, I can't hear her either. Somebody else jump in, see if it's on her side or it's my side. It's probably my side. I'm a bad idiot when it comes to this shit. All right, I muted myself. Let's see, mute Big B real quick. And then unmute her. Oh, come on. All right, Big B, unmute yourself because I can't seem to. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, but as I was also saying, guys, it's more mental than physical that you need right now. You need to mentally get prepared. Think about what you really do need. I don't need all this crap. I'm just using it as a bug out bag to go quickly. Big B, come on back in if you can. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know what the hell happened.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear Robot B.
Okay,
Oh, you mean like this little microphone thing right there that I got?
don't keep touching that. I had to recall you in.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, so Big B, what questions you got?
Those cookbooks, they are for the that I was speaking of. They're period correct. They're from the 1800s. They basically teach how to cook off the land, and a lot of the people, as we know, are not going to know how to do this stuff.
No, they're not. That's one of the reasons why I got that book, Back to Basics. That kind of fills me in on a lot of stuff that I didn't even know.
Right. It's like I told my man that does my yard and helps me plow out this in the wintertime. I told him, I said, because he's a buckskinner too. I said, I have a tarp, and this summer I'm going to teach the kids how you can take this cheap tarp and use it to make different shapes of shelters, and how you can use it in a lot of different ways. Because I have a lot heavier canvas. I have canvas tents and stuff, and that would just have the whole town at my house wondering what we were doing and what was going on.
Yeah.
So, and
I mean,
with a flat tarp, you can make different types of shelters and use it for lots and lots of different ways.
yep, and I found out from Pathfinder School, Wilderness Survival, link I've put in multiple times for people on my channels. He makes it so that you can use this tarp I've got here that I showed you guys, that big green tarp. You can
Yeah.
fold it in a certain way. Use a piece of, because these tarps are actually kind of self healing too. They'll heal the holes a bit if you just push through them. Um, you can use that as a like a 5 gallon water bucket if you need to carry a whole bunch of water.
I
The way
have
you,
canvas. I have a canvas water bucket. I have a wooden water bucket as well.
there you go. Canvas would probably be easier because you can fold it up. Wooden one,
Right. It
it,
it folds up really easy. The wooden ones, they don't fold up, but they still work.
oh yeah,
You can use them for self defense too, because you get hit upside the head with a wooden bucket. You don't forget it.
yeah. Yeah, you guys got to see a lot of my arsenal that I've kept in my bag. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of times I'm wanting to play with them, but I'm like, nope, I got to keep them in my bug out bag because they will be useful. Damn it!
If you guys ever get bit by a snake, take and you can use green tea bags. You can use them even after you use them to make tea to drink. But you keep those tea bags. You put it on a bite from a snake, and it will draw the infection out.
Right, and most snake bites you'll get sick off of, you'll get weak off of. It'll hurt like hell, but very rarely, unless you have an allergic reaction, most of the snake bites out there you'll live through. You don't need the poison out immediately. A lot of people have problems with that. Same thing
Well,
with spider bites, but there are some snakes out there that will kill you with their bites. You just need to
there
find
are
which ones are which.
there are like your wolf spiders. You do not want to get bit with them because they will make you really sick, and
Right.
you have to go to the hospital.
And then, of course, you got the brown recluse or the hobo spider or whatever. There's a lot of different names for them.
Right.
Those will actually, it'll eat away at your skin. It'll just basically kill the tissue.
Tissue. See, and with the green tea bag, you put that on there, it would suck the tea itself will suck it out. It won't hurt you. You won't heal. You won't have pain when it's sucking it out, and the poison will be in the tea bag, in the tea leaves.
Now, Jay Grady, a copperhead. The thing is with the anti venom. Do you know what the anti venom is? It's basically venom that they've altered a bit. It's still venom, but they've added antibodies to it, and that's what they call anti venom. It's still venom. They inject you with venom to counterbalance the venom that you are bitten with.
Right.
It's like antibiotics. A lot of people are like go for antibiotics like crazy. Yeah, but guess what? Antibiotics are actually a poison that focuses uh, on the
Virus.
infection you got or whatever it is, but it'll also damage you too. It is a poison, guys. I mean, it's useful at times, but it's still a poison. It's like chemotherapy. Chemotherapy works, but it's a poison.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of these big pharmas, they're thinking, oh, we poison them to make them feel better. Yeah, excuse me, what?
And another thing is watching the videos. That's great. You can learn, yes, but you still have to go out and you still have to practice over and over and over until you get it down, so it comes natural to you.
Exactly. That's like with me, my throwing knives. I'm pretty good with them. I'm not the best with them, but I'm pretty good with them. But I've practiced over and over again, and I haven't practiced for a while since I don't have the room or the capabilities of it right now. But once I do get to practice again, I know I'll get right back into my muscle memory and allow me to throw them and stick them where I want almost every time.
Yep. It's that way even for a child to learn how to walk. They have to keep practicing and working at it.
So, any other any things you learned off of what I showed and everything, Big B, or did you already know all this?
I knew most of your stuff. In fact, I was sitting in the chat room and kind of going, "Okay, that's a hatchet," and seeing what the stuff was. You know, trying to be helpful that way.
Well, that's good. Um, Now with the potatoes, you just slice them up into thin slices, not actual potato chip thin, but then what you do is you blanch them or whatever it's called, put them into boiling water for a while until they become semi clear and you can kind of see through them. And then you put them in the dehydrator, and that'll actually dehydrate them just fine. That's why I've got those potatoes dehydrated. It's extremely easy.
And you want to watch your dehydrators because the one I used to have, first it would kind of like spark when I shut it off, and the other day when we were talking, it kicked on for no reason.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to quit using it because I don't trust it, and I wasn't. I was only running it when I was home, and
They're talking about something in there real quick. I want to let them know you can use, and here's the great thing whenever you're tanning hide. Yep, use the brains,
yep,
use your
liver
own
and heart.
urine, and you can use water. You make it into a nice mush. The brains actually have enzymes and stuff in them. Once you've pulverized it and mixed it into nice hot water, you just rub that into the skin like crazy, and it'll actually make a very soft leather.
We always used to use the brains, the heart, and the liver.
Yep, those have the enzymes that allow a good tanning.
And it's all natural, so you're not using chemicals.
Yep, that too. And a lot of people were kind of ew on what Becky, Equine Rescuer Dean, said last yesterday about the tampons. Use them as water filtration. Sorry, guys. When you're in a life or death situation and you want to make sure that that water is as pure as possible, tampons, unless they're chemically treated, and most of them are not, are nothing but big cotton that expands.
Right.
That's it. Most people see tampons and go, "Oh, that's sticking right up the hoochie. That's going to be nasty." No, she said tampons. She didn't say used tampons. She said tampons, which I'm automatically thinking unused, ones that you still got in those little containers. That's fine. Do not use pads because pads are chemically treated. Tampons are just cotton that is forced into a tube, and they use it that way. But that's just my opinion. When you're in a life or death situation, you're not thinking about, ew, what this would have been used for. You're thinking, what can it be used for now? Sorry, Big B, I get kind of passionate about something. I'm an asshole, so I will say it as I see it.
Did I say anything?
You ain't quiet.
I did not say a word.
Exactly, you went quiet.
You, hey, it's your show, and I'm just a, you know, person on the sideline. And
Two
what
things.
we're
Good.
trying to do is to get the people to understand there ain't gonna be no going to the kitchen, and there ain't gonna be no going to the kitchen stove, and there's no gonna be no going to your kitchen sink to get a cup of coffee or to get a cup of water to make a cup of coffee with. You're gonna have to do this over the open flame,
Yep.
and you're gonna have to know how to make, you know, get by with what you've got. You're gonna have to know how to think fast on your feet. You're gonna have to know how to figure this stuff out, or you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna have a home to, place that's safe and keep warm and stuff at night, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad if you don't know what you're doing.
Warmth is a very important thing. And I'm going to put this link out into there again for anybody who keeps missing it. I'm going to put it into the chat room.
Yes, Jay Grady, wood stoves are going to come in handy if you've got them in your home. If you do not have them in your home, you're not going to um, be able to use your furnace, and gas or electric. You know, um, you're just gonna have to hope that your neighbor or your friend or somebody that's got one, or you're gonna have to leave your home.
These guys, the wilderness outfitters, they're also part of. They got a Pathfinder school. They teach people short term and long term. They've got a school that is teaching people how to survive in the wilderness for both short term and long term. Depends which class or which course of study you follow. They I can't remember what state they're in, but they own a decent sized part of woodlands that they'll actually take the people out there and be like, all right, you go do this thing. And it's got brain tanning in there. It's got how to soften up cured hides. It's got, and you're not going to be able to cure a hide within just like a day. It's going to take up to a week or even weeks.
It takes weeks.
But you can do a rush job, and that'll be a temporary thing. And if any of you have a problem with wearing dead animals, sorry, you might as well just stay naked then.
Not just that, but if you know how to sew material, newsflash, sewing leather is a lot different.
Yep.
It's like knowing how to do weaving and stuff like that comes in handy. You can always take grass, long stem grasses, and weave them together and make baskets, plates, and other things that you can use.
Not just grass. You can strip the bark off of like aspen trees. I mean that flexible bark. You can strip the thin bark off of that and make them into long, thin fibers, and then you can weave those into things.
Oh yes, you can weave pine bark and stuff too.
Yep. I mean, there's nature. Think about it. We're all complaining about, oh, they don't have my shoes on sale, or they don't have pants on sale, or something like that. Go back 300 years. Go ahead.
I make shoes.
You make shoes?
Yeah.
Nice.
You make pants. You make shirts. You make coats.
Go back 800, 1,000 years, or even further. People are actually making their own stuff from nature. They're not complaining because nobody has it on sale. They're doing it themselves.
Carding wool. Okay, nowadays you're not going to find too many wool carts, but if you get dog brushes that's got the bent over teeth on them, get two of them the same size. You can use those. Those are the same thing as what wool carts used to be. And you can actually make wool carts, and that's what you need to clean your wool with, or clean your milkweed fluffy white fluffy stuff, or cottonwood fluffy white stuff. You can use all of this stuff and make thread. When you make thread, then you can make material. You can learn how to weave your material to make clothes and stuff, besides being able to learn how to use leather to make your shoes and your pants and your shirts and coats and stuff.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of information out there, and honestly, guys, I would suggest, information wise, watch the videos, research the information, and small little notebook and make notes, because you're not going to remember every detail of it unless you're out there practicing it for a few weeks for each of the skills. So if you make notes, those notes will actually help you remember, oh yeah, that's how they did that, because I've got the note here that said use this and then this, and then you'll actually be able to actually figure it out yourself.
Equate, I actually do know how to make thread, and I actually do know how to weave by hand. I do not use a mechanical loom, and I can make my weaving so dang tight that it's not funny. It will
Uh,
not come more than
Wilderness Outfitters, Wilderness Outfitters, the link that I put in there, even shows you how to make a loom
yeah.
out of stuff. It shows you how to weave the way that a tribe used to do it. I mean,
Native Americans would use just two sticks.
exactly. I mean,
They
there's
didn't have a
lots.
loom. They just had a stick at the top, a stick at the bottom, and then you wrapped your sticks, and then you done your weaving.
Yep, they knew how to do these things, and they worked really great. And Wilderness Outfitters, that link I posted up, I'll post it in again, just to be good. That link will take you to a site, and there's a crap load of information that he has on his webpage or on his YouTube page. But the thing is, there's a lot of stuff he doesn't say there that is actually in his school. If I had the money and I had the time, I would go to that school and learn a few extra things I have not learned yet. I would love to go there.
You can use files, guys, like in your toolboxes, those files that you use for sharpening chainsaws and that, the long ones that you use for other mechanical stuff that you need a file for. You can use those and make knife blades. You can use deer antlers to make excellent handles for your knife blades.
You can even use flint or obsidian, or hell, you can even use granite and stuff like that. You just have to do some extra work, and you can make stone tools. It's
Oh yeah,
simple.
I
It,
I can walk along. I can walk along and see rocks, and I can tell you which ones were um, jewels and which ones were just rocks. And it's funny because um, I have found some very special healing rocks in or stones, or whatever you want to call them. And I know what they're for, and I know how to use them. And I've asked other people. I says, "Do you know what this is?" Well, yeah, that's just a rock. I said, "Wrong answer. It's the tool that you're supposed to have in your medicine pouch. And one side's flat, that's for crushing. The other end is kind of pointed, that's for cutting. And then most of them only have one bowl, but I have one that's got one, and I've got one that's actually got two. One's a tablespoon size, and the other one's a teaspoon size. They were
oh,
mixing and crushing your herbs that you needed for healing.
yep. Now here's one of the things for Mary Brown. She said car and truck springs make good blades too. Honestly, they do. And the Wilderness Outfitters, that link I put up there, the quite a few probably have subscribed to. Actually, he just started learning how to blacksmith, and he was learning from a Amish blacksmith. The Amish keep things basic and simple, and they're still blacksmithing every day. He's teaching you how to blacksmith, and you're watching him go along and make items out of files, out of just junk you get out of a. You go over to a scrapyard and you can buy quite a bit of metal for really cheap, and then you can alter it. He even shows you how to make a forge, how to do things like that. And he, honestly, that Wilderness Outfitter site is really good for anybody who wants to learn as much as they can before shit hits the fan.
Another
I absolutely love this guy. He explains things detailed, and if he messes up on something, his next video he will explain he messed up on it, and this is actually the better way to do it.
another thing is when you're blacksmithing, do not leave your hammer on the hot metal. because of the simple
It'll
fact
fuse.
it will fuse your hammer to it. So then you're going to have a hammer on top of whatever it was you was in the process of making, and you're not going to get your hammer back.
Yep. But of course, that's common sense, and we all know that common sense isn't common anymore, right?
Right.
But yeah, I think we've pretty much reached most of the. But like this right here, this is the little dog brush. Actually, I use it for my cat. But this is a good carding thing, and I like the added feature where it's got that push up thing where it'll push up all these stuff.
You need two of those
Yeah.
for carding.
Two of them.
Yep. One goes one way, one goes the other at the same time.
Basically, all it's doing is pulling the fibers up in a straight line and allowing them not to be so bunched up. And then you can start spinning them. Not
You
what?
gotta know how to spin.
Yep, and it's really not that hard.
No, it's not. I taught my little girl how to make thread just using her hands from pieces of cottonwood fluff that landed in our yard.
Becky, yeah, you can use a smooth rock to rub it in. You start out with your hand though, and rub it in nice and solid with your hand, and then you can get a decently smooth rock and just scrape. I mean, there's so much you can learn, and I'm gonna try to find things to teach you guys every show I do. I don't know if I'll be able to do a show every day, but I will try. You got Mike; he's doing Kurt Cobain and all the other stuff, and that's great. But I'm not going to be just pure survival for you guys. I'm going to try to find news also, but I'm also, like I had said, I want to wake you up to the truth, and I want to help you be able to survive after shit hits the fan, because this is just my opinion. I'm trying peacefully right now. I'm trying my best to make sure that we do not go to shit hitting the fan status. But honestly, I personally do not see a way beyond it. I do not see a way around it. They have too much power right now, and they're going to use it, and they're going to come at us, and we're going to have to fight back eventually. Let's do it peacefully as we can right now, and be prepared for the fight when it comes.
You can use dog hair. You can use cat hair. There's a lot of hairs that your pets have. When you brush it out, if it's clean, you know, you can spin it. You can weave it. You can use it to make things. Sorry, I was reading the list of comments.
Okay, Piano to Precious. If you call in, you just dial the number on your phone, and then there's an access code. Once they ask for the access code, you put in that access code that they put, that it's in the chat or in my description of my video, and then it'll put you right into the thing. It's a conference call that's hooked up through the internet, basically.
You want me to put your number out there, Links?
Yeah, let's see if we can get a caller in.
There you go. There's his call-in number.
And Piano Too Precious, if you want to get a conference call for yourself, what you do is you go to, like what I'm using right now, it's called freeconferencecall.com. That's it.
I think Damien's on the phone.
Nobody's on my phone thing right now.
Oh, maybe Damien's on his phone.
Damien's on his phone. Yep, probably. I don't know if there's a charge, a cell phone or anything. It's just a normal, like you're calling a phone number, a 641 area code. That's as far as I know. Yes, you gotta love cats. Cats will get rid of any of the rodents and stuff.
And dogs will get rid of the cats. And the coyotes
Yeah,
get
that's
rid of
why
the
I'm going
dogs,
to shoot every dog I see.
and the wolves will get rid of the coyotes, and so will mountain cats too. Coyotes don't like mountain cats either. So if you don't like the
Using
wolf, the
Skype.
coyotes will go.
Yeah, you should be able to use Skype on that number. Um, I just don't ever use Skype to dial phone numbers and stuff. So I don't know if it charges you or what. So all
Skype's
right,
supposed to be free phone calls.
Skype allows free phone calls.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Holy shit! Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably wrap it up here, guys. I don't know if I'll have a show tomorrow. I'll try, but I don't know if I will. So y'all have a good night, and seriously, be prepared. Seek the truth, speak the truth, and be the truth.
And
Thank you
practice,
for all the
practice, practice.
listeners. Thank you, Big B, for jumping in and talking with us so they don't get bored with just my voice.
Oh, sure, I can drive them insane with mine. You're welcome, Lynx, and thank you for having me.
It's not a problem at all. I like being able to talk to people. Whenever I'm talking just with myself, it's kind of like, this is what insanity is. You're talking with yourself and you're seeing or you're getting answers, but you're the only voice that's going. What the hell?
I hear you there, and you keep up the good work, hon.
I will do my damnedest, and sorry I didn't get a whole bunch of more information out there for you guys.
Hey, you done a wonderful job. I just wish we could have told you sooner to that you need more light because a lot of it you were doing in the dark for us.
Well, yeah, that this thing's supposed to have LED lights that actually light up if it's too dark, but evidently it didn't think it was too dark. So
You go have a good night and tell Miss Helen hi and you know enjoy
I will do that.
your evening tonight together.
Well, what's up, girly? All right, y'all have a great night, and we will see you later.
All right, bye.